Today we are going to make this super cute card from metric A6 card size, as in Australia it is easy to find budget materials for this metric size. This SVG is available in both the original Cricut Joy A2 Imperial size and the metric A6 size. Now before we get started,
my name is Elleesa and welcome to my crafting channel. If it is the first time you're watching me, make sure it is not the last. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Let's get started.
This super cute SVG is in my Etsy store, so we're just going to jump over to Etsy. And I'll pop a link in the description box below. Next, we're going to add to basket, select our payment method and proceed to checkout. Check the details and submit our order. Wait a moment until we get to the thank you screen, which will have a view digital downloads button. Then we will download our files one by one. And now I'm going to head over to Cricut Design Space. Now from here, I'm going to select new project. And I'm going to check my settings, as I'm going to make a metric size card today, so I will use metrics. If you're using Cricut Joy branded cards, I'll pop a link to a playlist in the description box below. Now to upload our SVG. This also works for PNG files too. We'll go to upload images, then find our downloaded SVG and drag and drop, or you can browse. Next, it will prepare to upload, and if it's an SVG, it will automatically select cut image. If it's a PNG, you have to manually select cut image if you're looking at Cricut Joy projects. And this is also where you can change the name and add tags, and then press upload. Then select the image and add it to canvas. Now the SVG will come in, and usually the inches to centimeters conversion. Sometimes there is a minute difference that I like to tweak. So we're going to go ahead and unlock and change this sizing to 9.7 centimeters by 14.1 centimeters precisely. Now, if you want to create a custom insert cut, you can also go ahead and add a shape, add a square, unlock the square and adjust it to match the card size exactly, so 9.7 centimeters by 14.1 centimeters. If you want the mats on screen to be different colors too, then you can go ahead to operations, basic cut, and change the on-screen color. Now we're ready to press make it. Design Space will sort mats by color, and then it will ask you how you plan to load your materials. As one's on a card mat and the other's on a mat, I select multiple ways. And so the first mat is our card in this case, so I'm going to select on the card mat, and I'm going to make sure that design is in the top left hand corner. Second mat is going to be on a mat. If you keep using the top left hand corner, you might wear it out, so just how you wish. Whatever you select first will be the first cut.
Before I press continue, you want to make sure that your machine is turned on. You plug it in. Make sure it makes all the correct noises and that light is flashing. I'm also going to find my mats. I've got one lovely card mat here. And I have one lovely light grip mat for my other card. Now the first mat it was saying was the card. So we're going to take off our dust cover. We're going to pop our card. Now my other trick here is you've got to make sure that your card lines up with that blue line. You want to avoid as many finger oils as you can on this card mat too. I like to use my scraping tool and give it a good stick to that card mat without touching it. My first card mat got lost to finger oils and scraping and all sorts of rubbish. Machine's on.
And now it's asking me to connect to my machine. So we're going to be using a card today. So I'm going to select insert card cardstock. And then I'm going to select default pressure. You might need to play around and practice a little bit to work out whether you need more or less or default pressure. It just depends on your machine and your card and how sharp your blade is.
So let's go.
So we're ready and we're going to press go. They ask you to unload. to make our custom insert card. Now we're going to be asked to select our material, and today I'm using cardstock with the packet says that it's 210 GSM. So I'm going to select medium cardstock, and I find that I don't get a clean cut unless I select more pressure. However, it is a risk that you will wear your mat out quicker. To make our custom insert card, I'm going to get the cardstock and I'm going to pop it onto my mat using my scraper to avoid as many finger oils on my dirty mat as possible. Now, if you've got any tips for me to clean that mat, go ahead and pop them in the comments box below. Now, it's asking us to load our fine point blade, and I'm just going to check mine is already loaded, so I'm going to go ahead and load my mat, and I need to make sure I completely unload my mat before I go ahead and load it. First, it'll check that it has enough material, and if you're happy and it's happy, it'll ask you to press go. Now, the next two steps are very important. They ask you to unload, then it'll ask to reconnect to your machine and press finish. Now, if you don't complete that process, sometimes your Joy can disconnect from your Bluetooth incorrectly and then have trouble reconnecting. So it's very important. And now it's weeding time. So it's time to weed that insert card off our mat. So the way I get the cleanest cut is if I fold up all four of those side edges first, take off the outer coating, peel the insert card off our mat carefully and try and avoid curling. After weeding, pop the insert card into the slots, and that's it. A super easy, super cute card.
If you liked the video today, please go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up for me. If it is the first time you're watching me, make sure it is not the last. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you are amongst the first to know when I release a new video. Thanks for watching.